Advance thanks for visiting mostexpensiver.com. Why is Wagyu so expensive? The secrets behind its price. Do you know it is one of the most expensive meats in the world? High-grade Wagyu, which is produced in Japan and valued for its rich marbling and buttery flavor, can cost up to $200 per pound, with the cows themselves fetching up to $30,000. 1. What is Wagyu? Because the fat is distributed more evenly throughout the muscle, Wagyu beef is pink and tender. While Wagyu is not new, its popularity has grown in recent years in nations outside of Japan, particularly the United States. 2. Why is Wagyu so expensive? 2.1. Popularity. Wagyu beef contains a high ratio of monounsaturated to saturated fat and is a rich source of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. Whereas red meats, in general, are renowned for their high levels of saturated fat. Wagyu beef is popular not just because of its superior taste, but also because it is healthier than other varieties of red meat. 2.2. Special rearing requirements. These cattle are fed a costly high-energy diet made up of rice, wheat, and hay to help them gain weight. Wagyu from a given area, such as Kobe beef, must also be produced and slaughtered in the same province, according to regulations. 2.3. Strict regulations. Only Wagyu beef with an A3 or higher score can be sold in Japan. Wagyu cattle are genetically tested, and only those with the best genetics are used for reproduction. 2.4. Distinctive genetics. Wagyu cattle with this mutation were able to draw on their intramuscular fat for extra energy when needed, such as when pulling heavy objects. Because of this genetic difference, authentic and purebred Wagyu tastes better and is more expensive than other beef breeds, even Wagyu crossbreeds. 2.5. High importing costs. However, in 1997, Japan declared Wagyu a national treasure and banned the export of Wagyu cattle to any country, including the U.S. Because Wagyu beef is not regulated in the United States, the meat is imported from Japan for discerning customers. 2.6. Japan's security and traceability system. The Japanese National Livestock Breeding Center has established a security and traceability system to protect the Wagyu business as well as customers from unscrupulous providers of so-called Wagyu beef. The price of a Wagyu steak at a restaurant will definitely rise as a result of this entire procedure. 2.7. High-cost labor. Labor in Japan is generally expensive, which has an evident impact on labor expenses for Wagyu cow raising. Labor costs in Japan are largely owing to the country's labor shortage, which is the result of two main causes. 2.8. Stress-free environment. Any Wagyu farmer will tell you that providing a low-stress environment for their cattle is one of the most crucial practices in Wagyu farming. Wagyu ranchers limit the noise level their animals are exposed to in order to keep their cattle stress-free and prevent them from being terrified. 2.9. Long feeding time. Wagyu cattle are fed twice as long as normal cattle, resulting in a higher cost of production. This is due to the fact that Wagyu cattle acquire strong marbling in their muscles over a period of 28 to 36 months. 2.10. Japan's geography. Cattle ranches in Japan are also significantly smaller than in the United States. It also implies that Wagyu beef is less common than conventional cattle raised and reared in the United States or elsewhere, contributing to its high cost. Final words. About Usato. Usato has been working in hospitality industry since 2003.